Have you ever walked away from conversation and immediately started analyzing everything you said? Maybe the conversation seemed completely normal while it was happening, but a few minutes later, your brain starts asking questions. Did I talk too much? Did that joke sound weird? Was I being annoying? Did they think I was awkward? What's strange is that the other person probably moved on with their day, but you're still replaying the interaction hours later. So why does this happen? Most people assume it's because they actually said something wrong, but that's usually not the case. In fact, people who constantly feel awkward after conversations often aren't reacting to what happened. They're reacting to what they imagine happened. The moment a conversation ends, your brain is left with something it hates: uncertainty. You can't know exactly what the other person thought of you. You can't read their mind. And for some people, that uncertainty becomes uncomfortable enough you analyze someone's facial expression. You remember a brief pause in the conversation, and suddenly it feels significant. The brain starts looking for evidence that something went wrong. And because it's actively searching for problems, it often finds them, even when they aren't there. What's interesting is that this usually has less to do with social skills and more to do with self-awareness. When you're highly aware of yourself, you're constantly monitoring how you're being perceived. Instead of focusing only on the conversation, part of your attention is focused on yourself, how you sound, how you look, how you're coming across. The result is that after the conversation ends, you have a mental recording full of details to analyze. Most people don't realize how little attention others are actually paying to those details. Think about your own life. How often do you spend hours analyzing something slightly awkward another person said? Probably not very often. Yet we assume other people are doing exactly that with us. Psychologists sometimes call this the spotlight effect. We naturally overestimate how much other people notice and remember our behavior. What feels huge to you often barely registered to anyone else. There's also another reason these thoughts stick around. People who fear rejection tend to be more sensitive to social feedback. Their brains are constantly checking for signs that they were accepted, liked, or understood. When there isn't a clear answer, the mind fills the gap with speculation. That's why a completely normal conversation can somehow feel uncomfortable afterward. Not because anything bad happened, but because your brain keeps trying to solve a question that has no clear answer. The truth is, most conversations are far less important to other people than they are to you. Everyone is busy managing their own thoughts, insecurities, and worries. They're usually not replaying your words the way you are. So the next time you catch yourself analyzing a conversation from earlier in the day, remember this: the discomfort you're feeling is often coming from uncertainty, not reality. Just because your brain is questioning the interaction doesn't mean the interaction actually went badly. And more often than not, the things you're worried about are things nobody else even noticed. If you're related to this video, leave a comment and tell me what thought usually shows up after a conversation. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos about the hidden patterns behind everyday thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. I'll see you in the next video.